So I'm really upset right now, guys, because I'm really upset right now because I made an entire review of something that I got today that I will show you in a second, and somebody decided to call me, which would stop the video, and I'm not done. So I'm sad. But what is up, you guys? This is just Sherlock back with a brand new video, and I got a brand new figure. This is a review. This is not an ordinary review. It is the NECA movies. It is King Kong versus Godzilla, as I'm holding my cat right now while I'm doing this. So, but this figure disappoints me and exceeds my expectations on a few things. So we're gonna go over that. But I just want to say I want to apologize to Captain McKay Random for not taking kindly to him not opening packages on camera. I thought that was like, I want to see the entire unboxing, and with his figures that he gets, I now respect the man a lot more. So if you ever do watch this, or if somebody shares this to you, sorry, and because this is my first NECA figure, but we're gonna go over some of this. So let's get to it. All right, so we're gonna start off with the accessories. First thing, we're gonna get some positive out of the way before we start griping. Okay, he comes with this blast effect that it's almost like if you've seen that the Silver Surfer or the Iceman from the X-Men wave. It's almost like that kind of plastic, but it's dry brushed with some white, and I think it kind of looks dope. See, this can plug into the mouth, which we will go over in a little bit, or right now, as there's like in the back of the mouth of this figure, he has a hole where you can insert this, and it kind of just stays there, and you can swivel his head around. It's still a little loose, so you do want to be careful about that, but it's still there. Also, it comes with this tail, the extra tail piece, and you know, this thing was gonna be the coolest figure I owned, but then this thing had to come along with it, and oh my god, this ball joint is way too big for the tail. If I could show you, see, there's that. If you're a Mattel collector, you know this with the head joint, that you could eventually get it on there, but it's going to be a pain in the ass. So we got that, and we got this. Now, if it's already stopping right there, then that's not going to happen anytime soon. This pisses me off because this was going to be the best figure I have, and now it's a second close. Which I will make a video at probably the end of this month for my favorite figures, or favorite toys I got from the summer or whatever, or the end of the year. But anyway, likeness wise, if I could just get my tripod right. I should be pausing. Sorry guys. Likeness wise on this figure though, if that freaking tail gets out of the way. This is based off of the movie from King Kong and Godzilla. You know, I really want to like this, but like, I knew this figure was cartoony, but in the movie, and I have not seen this in a while, so I could be wrong, the side angle looks very accurate. Okay, that looks extremely accurate. Go to the front, I don't see the King Kong and Godzilla from that movie. Okay, I really don't. That's flimsy right now. As, oh my god, this cat is gonna drive me insane. Anyway, she did not like me doing that. Sorry. This does not look like that Godzilla, and I do like this still, but this isn't the same one to me. This is like a comic book version, and you are racking or messing up the LGJN ring. And now she's playing with my tripod. Anyway, enough of that. Oh, now I messed it up. God dang it. Guys, one day I will learn how to do this job. But the rest of the figure-wise, God. The rest of the figure, if I can get my words right, I like it. There's one or two gripes I have with this. The one being that this has a weird texturing to it. If I can zoom in a little bit closer. It almost looks like a turtle's stomach right here, and then it goes into more scales, which is really weird. I mean, I know that this was a costume that somebody wore, but that shouldn't be able to do that. So like, oh my god, she's wrecking it again. Stop it. This is just gonna be me yelling at my cat. So yeah, I dig it, but at the same time, there's something that's just off to me about it. But I could be wrong, because my memory is very vague right now. And oh my god, she's being a pain. Anyway, articulation wise, this is the fun part, because we're gonna start with the tail. The tail has 2 ball joints in it. There's 1, 2. You can get them to that. Then whenever they're on the figure, because this has 2 ball joints as well, or one, or yeah, just 2 ball joints, so that goes up, that can go up. So you can get his tail to a good amount. I would say that's pretty accurate if you tell me to look up Godzilla pictures, because I don't think Godzilla ever flew on his tail or something. Totally. That was a joke. You need to look up that movie for that moment. Godzilla does a drop kick. But the rest of this figure, his mouth moves, and there's really nice design work on that. I dig it. But the mouth moves. That's my first figure that the mouth moves. I really need that beast. The head can go up that far, go down that far, swivels, and side-to-side movement. The neck can look down that far, look up that far, side-to-side movement, and rotates. So all together, this figure can look up that far, look down that far, swivel very far, and head movement. They're right there. It's on a diaphragm joint. So I mean, but with this figure, since it is like how it is, with the scales there, you're not gonna get a lot of movement out of it. But it can slightly go side to side, so you can kind of get him walking. But then it can bend forward about that far, so it doesn't really. It kind of just tilts to sides. Let's see here. The arms rotate. I had a lot of trouble with this arm because these fingers kept popping up, so we're gonna go here. The arms rotate. I think, they don't really go out. No bicep, because doesn't have a bicep, but he makes up for swiveling at the elbow, which hinges that far down. And this far up, I don't want to push it. Rotates at the wrist. It hinges at the wrist and hinges at the fingers. Let's see here. The legs go out, so you can almost do a bonsai drop. The knees kind of swivel. They don't really bend back and forth, kind of like this arm, but they swivel at the top of the foot as well. If I can get that on camera. Scale wise, if you collected the newer Godzilla figures from the lines, let me get some. So here's Godzilla from the toy line, and if I can get him in, here's Ghidra, and Ghidra is dwarfed by even these two, or well, not that one, but he's kind of dwarfed compared to him. But you can kind of get a fight going between them if you wanted to. So there's that. Godzilla now. For Marvel Legend and WWE figure collectors, Godzilla next to Bret Hart, so it's about the same size as a wrestling figure, and next to Iron Man with the Black Panther wave, Tony Stark head scan. So yeah, they're all kind of about the same height. My favorite out of the bunch is Bret Hart. Second, it would probably be Godzilla. And Tony Stark. You know, you can't go really wrong with Iron Man. Except for all the short series that he's had just by himself. But, you know. So, this Godzilla figure is really cool. I don't really have... I mean, I have problems with it, but not like I'm going to call the factory of NECA and get this figure detained or whatever. I really like that you can have the blast effect. I'm going to put this on my display stand, and I'll show you how I'm going to display him, because I wasn't really going to display him with the tail anyway. That'd just be way too much work, right? No, I'll try to figure out this tail some other time, and I'll show you if that works. But I'm going to show you how it displays where I'm going to display him. Okay, probably could have had him in a cooler position, but I was trying to show him, trying to blast Ghidra. This is kind of my Marvel and Godzilla place. I don't have big enough room for all of them. That's why some of my Marvel, or most of my Marvel Legends are missing, because I have like a Wolverine, and I have a lot. So this is all my Godzilla stuff with that. I might make a video on all my Godzilla things, because there's actually more than I thought I had. So, thank you all for watching. This is Sherlock signing out. Peace out, guys.